You don't have to depend on the validation of others in order to be happy. I want you to get your validation from within. I want you to identify your happiness from within. Yo, what's up? It's Shani TV with Happy Me, Happy We, where we cultivate happiness from the inside out. Today we're going to discuss identifying the happy me within. We all have a happier version of ourselves. It's hidden in there somewhere. But these life circumstances, they keep coming and pushing us off of our mark and pushing us out of our frame and putting us in a position where we cannot locate that happy me within, where we can't identify with the happy me within. In order to really know who you are, you have to know what you're made of. And what you're made of is different types of consciousness. You have the superconscious, which was here and is going to be here for all of eternity for you. That is the part of yourself that created you, that set up your DNA, that formed the egg and the sperm that became you. That is your superconscious. You didn't form yourself consciously. You didn't just pick out all these features and traits and all these genetic markers. You didn't do that consciously in your self-conscious. You did that in your superconscious. And then you also have a subconscious, which is your unconscious. This is all the programming, all the code that was built into you after you were formed. The superconscious formed you, and then the subconscious is the program and the code that gets installed, that becomes who you are. And that is the part of you that you do not see. That's the unconscious part of yourself. So you have to watch that part of yourself too. And then you have the self-conscious part of yourself. Self-conscious part of yourself is the consciousness that you know yourself to be. It's your personal reality. It's your personality. It's the person that you know and that you try to show to other people. Each consciousness has its own set of values and its own needs and things that you have to do to satisfy that part of yourself. So the superconscious is that part that just wants to experience life. And then you have a part of yourself that is the subconscious, the unconscious, that just wants to survive. It just wants to get to the next day and be able to do that safely and without leaving this earth. And then you have your self-conscious, which that one is the part of yourself that just wants to live a good life. You find yourself in your current reality where this version of yourself is not truly happy. This version of yourself is unhappy. And a lot of times this version of yourself is unhappy because it has not located or connected or aligned with who that person truly is. And that is the true self. It's okay to be here right now in this life and not know who you are right now because you keep changing. But it's not okay to keep going that way. You have to take the time out today to identify with, first and foremost, who are you? What makes you happy? Where are you when you feel the happiest? What are you doing? What are you experiencing? And I know, it's a lot of work because you have to keep doing this consistently because you keep changing. I promise you, it's all going to be worth it. Because when you get into a situation where you lose sight of yourself and you lose sight of your happiness, you can find a way to get back there a lot quicker so you don't get stuck in unhappiness and stuck in negative emotions. You can rise back up and you can get to where you need to be, which is your true self, which is love, which is joy, which is happiness, which is peace. You can do all of these things because you have power within you. And the power has always been there. You've always had the power to be happy. You've always had the power to identify with happiness. Nothing and nobody can stop you because your happiness is tied to your own internal values and your own internal beliefs and your own identity. And however you decide to identify, society may or may not like it, and that's okay. But you have to be happy. You have to take ownership of who you are. And don't let nobody take it away from you. I want you to take this so you can share this with everyone else so that they can figure out who the happy me is within themselves. And I thank you so much for tuning in to Happy Me, Happy We. We will be back here every single Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you the tools, the techniques, and all the experiences that I have that can help you, and you to be happy.